my beloved wife and our former Second Lady, Karen Pence. She's as strong as she is beautiful. And I've been on Team Karen for 40 years. Caroline, I'm grateful that you mentioned that history should record that along with our daughter, Karen refused to leave the Capitol that day as well. Thank you for your service to America every day of our lives together. I love you. And secondly, to our brave daughter, Charlotte, and her husband, Navy Lieutenant Henry Bond, to our Marine Corps son, Major Michael Pence, and his wife, Sarah, to our daughter, Audrey Pence Tominelli, and her husband, Dan. Thank you, guys, for your steadfast love and for being at my side every day that we served, including that day. And to our entire family back home in Indiana. And I remember my late father, a Korean War veteran named Ed Pence. And to my first-generation Irish-American mother. 92 years young, watching at home. Thanks for teaching me to love this country as much as you do, Mom. I love you. And to three men who stood by me through that fateful day, including my brother, Congressman Greg Pence, and two remarkably principled men who are joining us here tonight with their spouses. My former Chief of Staff, Mark Short, my General Counsel, Greg Jacob, stood in the pocket in those fateful days and never wavered. If history remembers any of our service, I pray history will remember your indispensable counsel and courage during those fateful days in the life of our nation. And finally, I want to thank the people of Indiana and America, not just for the privilege to serve and for your prayers, but for the words of encouragement over the last 4 years in airports and diners, stopping me on the street, people speaking a word of gratitude from every political background that I've heard over and over again, including through this special evening. Thank you all. It was my great honor to serve you. Every public servant in America takes the same oath. Place your hand on a Bible, raise your right hand. And you swear that you'll support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. You'll bear true faith and allegiance to the same. You take the obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. And you pledge to well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office of which you're about to enter. And it ends with a prayer. So help me God. My Marine Corps son once reminded me, Dad, you took the same oath I took. Nothing else matters. January 6th was a tragic day, but it became a triumph of freedom. And history will record that our institutions held when, after law enforcement secured the Capitol, leaders in both chambers, in both political parties, reconvened the very same day and finished democracy's work under the Constitution. When, after law enforcement secured the Capitol, leaders in both chambers, in both political parties, reconvened the very same day and finished democracy's work under the Constitution. Winston Churchill once said, "When great forces are on the move in the world, we learn that we are spirits, not animals. There's something going on in time and space and beyond time and space, which, whether we like it or not, spells duty." Our institutions held that day not because of any one person, but because leaders in both political parties, Republicans and Democrats, did their duty. So I came tonight to give credit where credit is due, but also to say, in these divided times, in these anxious days, I know in my heart that we will find our way forward as one nation. Now, people who know me know I'm a conservative, but I'm not in a bad mood about it. I believe in a strong defense, limited government, the right to life, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say that might put me in the minority in this room. But I also have differences with members of my own party on spending, tariffs, and my belief that America is the leader of the free world and must continue to stand with Ukraine until the Russian invasion is repelled and a just and lasting peace is secured. So we all have our differences, but I will always believe that there is more that unites us in this country than could ever divide us. Sometimes I tell people, you get 15 miles out of Washington, D.C., the people in this country actually get along pretty well. Because at the end of the day, for most Americans, it's about our families. It's about our kids, about our grandkids. Karen and I just learned this weekend that we're going to have a new grandson come this fall. That makes 5. Americans long just to make an honest living, to live, to work, to worship according to the dictates of their conscience. But to forge a future together, we have to find common ground. And I hope in some small way, my presence here tonight is a reminder that whatever differences we may have as Americans, the Constitution is the common ground on which we stand. It's what binds us together across time and across generations. It levels every barrier of race and creed and religion. It's what makes us one people, one family. And I believe the Constitution is the foundation on which we can forge a future of security and prosperity for all of the American people. And as I stand before you tonight, deeply humbled by this honor, I want to assure you that I know we will forge that future. For I have faith. Farmers, factory workers, doctors, and nurses rising to the challenge to make a living, to love their neighbors. I've also seen our people in the wake of tragedy, hurricanes, wildfires, and losses of human origin. And I am convinced that the American people are the most faithful, resilient, hardworking, generous, and patriotic people the world has ever known. I have faith in the countless Americans who make this country work every day. And so should you. People who get up every morning, put in an honest day's work, look after their families, do the right thing when nobody's watching, and never get a chance for a night like this. I want you to know we see you. We honor you. And we know you are the ones that make America great and always will. And I have that other kind of faith as well. Above the mantle in our home since before our first successful election 25 years ago is a framed parchment Karen gave me. Bears the words of the prophet Jeremiah and reads, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future." God is not done with America yet. And I believe with all my heart, if we'll turn our hearts to him, as President Kennedy said, ask his blessing and help, make his work on earth our own, America's best days are yet to come. So help us God. Thank you for this honor. May God bless the memory of President John F. Kennedy, and God bless you all.